Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition after we missed last weekend so someone can hang out with Bono and the guys at YouTube. It's the greatest goddamn D&D stream in this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, aka the nastiest Dookie, the land captain, Rampoo McNasty. And of course, I ain't here alone because I'm rocking with my Stormbreakers. Oh, yeah. You got Langston Embershroud. You got Manto Zermeister. You got John Cena because you can't see him. I mean, crick, crick, crick. And of course, to lead us along in this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM of the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back, everyone. Tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. I was not hanging out with Bono. Not the biggest YouTube fan. We'll keep that between us, though. But happy to be back at it nonetheless. As we jump back on into this thing on, we're still day 2 of the Great Hunt, right? Ending day 2. As the adventurers narrowly escaped the dragon eel, the myconids that they did slay, but in hot pursuit of this brilliant white radiant stag that Manto saw in the distance, kind of radiating an aura and energy of his homeland. And as he chased through this kind of fantastical forest of different kind of flora growing around and whatnot, you guys stumbled upon this massive statue situated inside of this grove. A statue of a being with this elongated skull with tentacles coming from the skull, multiple limbs, and standing in a kind of wide-armed stance. And Manto got this eerily familiar feeling from this, and what you guys were able to piece together is that apparently this is a creature of creation by Dr. Sardonicus, a creature that got a little bit out of his control, a hybrid between Thri-kreen and Mind Flayer, Lithid kind of DNA, and creating some sort of eldritch being that he needed to imprison and harness away so that it would not lash out its intense magical energy, psionic abilities out into the world. But the Thri-kreen on Leverisk, they utilized this psionic abilities and helped garnish them to become the soul knives that they are, the Thri-kreen that thrive on psionic abilities and whatnot, becoming a little bit evolved in a way. But of course, like the story of Icarus, they flew a little bit too close to the sun, and the creature escaped from this prison that was inside of it and destroyed the planet that Manto came from, sundering it into millions of pieces and creating a whole new sphere called Shatter Space within that. And with this kind of memory brought back to Manto's forefront, and getting a piece together of who exactly Dr. Sardonicus is and his place in his story, a little bit of anger began to creep up through him, but that white stag in the distance kept him on its trail, and as you guys followed through, it challenged Manto to the hunt. And as Manto succeeded on throwing his psychic blade through this creature and just kind of having it dismiss into this ethereal cloud of white dust, as that dust kind of spread out, in its place was this majestic, beautiful meal and a table spread of all these lavish foods and drinks. Rampu a little skeptical of it, as makes sense with everything that's been going on this planet. The rest of the party seeing a meal here and not seeing anything right away that would cause any sort of worry. They dove right on in, enjoying it, and with so they enjoyed the benefits of a hero's feast, becoming replenished and having some other boons against poison and whatnot for the next day or so. And so you guys continued on as Rampu had Jake look up to the sky to see how much further you guys could make it to the river, and eventually you guys did make your way down there to the riverbed by the end of the evening, where you guys set up a little bit of a camp. Crick set up a perimeter of alarms, and you guys were settling down for the evening here. and that is where we will take it as you guys kind of make your way, setting up this camp here. In the darkness of the night, you can see a little bit of the rippling of the water up ahead of you guys. See some stones down ahead as well, the shoreline and some within the actual water itself. These kind of lumpy looking stones. But every now and then, you guys see this bright, brilliant flash of kind of blue, whitish light across the riverway, going up between these gigantic rocky spires that kind of illuminate the craglands each time the light flashes a little bit there.
Cool. I can't remember what we last did.
Rampu, you gotta just not overthink things sometimes. Kind of like prepare a Thanksgiving meal, like my shirt pulled up, things unbuttoned, getting ready for a nice long nap. Got digging sometimes to dive right in.
Well, I guess that's on me for overthinking, but come on, what are the odds of freaking giant meals gonna be just left there for us? That's ridiculous. I know.
He's quite a confusing guy. Can't keep up with him.
Anyways, what time in the evening would you say this right now?
It's pretty late in the evening. It's probably close to midnight.
All right. Well, we all know what we should do. We got pretty high ground over here. We should get ready to call it an evening.
Night looks beautiful here.
I think that's a fair point, and I'm gonna walk over to Langston and pull out the Mind Crystal ring that we forged a little while ago. I'm not sure what happens on these evenings, but it seems like you and Rampu tend to be not resting so well. I think this ring might help you with that.
Oh.
As I think you should wear it tonight when you go to sleep.
Okay. I appreciate
Trying
that, buddy.
to find the ring. I'd hand that over. Where is it? And with that, I would kind of back up and start to go to rest, go to bed. Trying to find that.
Langston is about to be like, but what about you? And as he says, what about you? It trails off, remembering all of the times Crick has just stared at him when he's woken up in the night, and Crick's just locked and not sleeping, and he's like, never mind. I appreciate it, Crick. Thank you for your service.
You just see Crick prepping himself up against a tree, just kind of staring off into the
Super.
as he shuts down for the night.
Thanks, buddy. Cool.
Anytime.
Then yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Didn't you make it, Nate? I thought you made the
it should be
ring.
Mind Core ring, I believe. It's in the middle of your inventory somewhere, just like a gray item or whatever.
Oh, it's a gray one. Okay, that's what it was. That's why. All right, cool. Yep. I'll drop it in the chat because I'm going to take it back in the morning.
Yep, that works for me.
Oh, and you may want to distance yourself from the rest of the group as you sleep.
Oh. Okay. And then I'll walk up over this general direction, past Jake, and be like, excuse me, Jake. Don't be mad about the events from day one. Very sorry. And I'll just be like, oh, hell yeah, that's a cool looking rock. And then I just pop down next to it and have the ring on my person, like in between my hands.
And seeing Crick bring both of us in to tell us about this ring and just give it to Langston, I'm just standing there and say, well, I guess I'll go just fuck right off then, huh? And I go chill out with Jake, and I just basically tell him, stay on your toes, and if anything happens, make sure to wake me up.
Rampu, if you want me to, I can just like sleep. Actually, I would love to. As a matter of fact.
I would say yes, but you asked it so weirdly that I don't know. Now I'm like, do I want you watching me while I sleep?
All right, have a bad night of sleep. Fine.
I was just say, I guess it doesn't hurt to have an extra set of eyes. So, sure, that'd be great. But just please make sure, especially if I'm moved in any way, something that doesn't look like I'm dreaming.
Would you say
Just
it's
wake me
okay
right
if I slap you around, if that's the case?
if necessary.
Do anything means to wake you up?
Again, you're making it sound weird, and I don't
Right,
know if I
right.
want to
You're
say
right.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'll just make sure everything goes okay when you're asleep. Got it.
Thank
I'll,
you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
make sure I make it an effort to move adjacent to him.
And tomorrow, if I get some good rest, at some point I can talk to the plants again, and maybe we can get some answers about certain things. So think up anything you want to. Yes, we want to talk to these plants about for a few minutes. And then I would get ready to get sleepy.
Got you.
As your guys' camp begins to take shape and you all begin to settle into your different areas along the quiet riverbank, you guys can hear the steady rush of the water nearby, kind of lapping up against the shore. These guys are all kind of getting ready to rest. Suddenly, a bit of torchlight glimmers in the forest, kind of in the direction of where you guys came from.
Immediately smacks Rampu.
I'm like, God damn it! I wasn't even asleep.
Oh.
As you smack him, turn to see those torchlight glimmers. Some dark shapes begin to emerge from the tree line.
Look.
You guys see these
What the fuck is that?
armored figures in black and mail. Some of them faces half shadowed by hoods and helmets. One of them in the front, near the front, that is, raises up a torch. Its glow catching a glint of iron rings worn on their hands. And they kind of stand back, halting off the bank a little bit, studying you guys a little bit, as the tallest in the front takes a couple of steps forward. Crossing the rivers, huh?
I get my bow and arrow ready. And I say, no, we just like the view.
How delightfully quaint. Tell me, are you all truly hunters, or you simply stumbling fools? You see the group of them here. I'll send you guys a picture of what they all look like as a group.
Bunch of pussies.
And I look at them and I'm saying, well, the only fools I see stumbling around in there is you stumbling around into our territory.
Kind of looks over at you. Well, if you're thinking about struggling across that mud and current, I think again. He kind of begins to look over to the north, towards the distant cliffs. The high path beyond the falls, it's a much smarter move, much faster. But you, of course, you do as you please, prefer the wet, slow route, if you will. I begin to kind of look around and seem disinterested in this conversation. As you see, one in the back kind of has you see as the torchlight kind of swings around a little bit. A hound attached to some iron chains, held kind of taut.
I would like,
Ah.
as he had said that, my antennas are kind of like going off like a radar to see if like I can tell if he's being kind of conniving or not.
And make an insight check.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, that
Oh,
little
baby.
Ah.
30. Wow. You see that they are posturing to you, as if they are going to go to the mountains, to the waterfalls. It really seems to you, with his intent and his tone and everything, they really have no intention of going that way at all, and are more than likely trying to just make you guys waste more time by going a whole other route. And with that also, you kind of, as you're studying them a little bit closely, you notice that one of the guys in the back is moving a little stiffly, as if he's favoring one of his legs a little bit. They're looking very careful with their posturing right now, but it seems more performative currently.
I'm sorry, you said that they are heading in the direction of the high cliffs.
No, it does not seem like they are. They're telling you that
Oh, they're
that's
going-
what they are going to
oh.
do, and that's the smart thing to do. But that does not
They're
seem
going towards. They're going the wet, slow way.
probably, or yeah, it seems that's like really the only other way. Yeah.
Lying dirt and cheaters.
Slow way.
Bitches.
With the 30 on the insight check, you dirty fuck.
And with the nat 20 on that insight check, with that guy in the back, is he standing that way almost like he's like being a threat to us, or he's potentially going to be a threat to us?
No, he's standing like that way
Yeah,
as
he's
if
hurt.
he's hurt.
Ah. I'd be like, so how'd you hurt your leg over there? Yeah, you in the back.
Kind of. The one that's wearing the metal mask, he's kind of slinking in the back and kind of well hidden from everyone. Wasn't expecting to truly be called out like that. And the guy in the front, the taller of the group, says, "You don't worry about him, you mongrel party. Look, you go cross the waters if you need to. You guys
It must
have
been the
fun."
wet, slow way that hurt you. I suggest you guys keep moving.
The
You don't
one
see
guy's
us hurt.
in the back here pulling the hound, kind of as the chain is, you can hear it kind of pull taut, kind of that snapping kind of sound, and he's kind of pulling him back a little bit.
As that happens, I look over at Jake and say, "Hey, Jake, look, your favorite hound." And you see Jake just peek out and just get ready to.
I also do like the taste of hound a little bit. Not quite much as elf. I look over at Langston. He's
What
still
the
sleeping.
fuck?
I say, for me, it's highly unethical, but it is delicious.
That's when I pop up and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, people. Oh. The fuck's going on here?
Now, people, you, as if you're one of us, you all are mongrels. You are not a person like us. And you realize that all of them are humans in this group, and they're kind of looking at you with this disgust as they are looking at a group of non-humans.
Oh. I'm taking the racism route. Okay, no, that gets people far in this day and age for sure. And I can't help but notice, I think we're all... Lurk, you with us? Lurk, you good over there? Just like looking for a thumbs up.
I'm always got your back, Langston, but...
Beautiful. Okay, but so I'm just noticing we're all in tip-top shape. You got a little bit of a hobbled mess back there. What's going on?
Just kind of looks back. You don't worry about him, as he kind of tries to stand back up a little bit more tall. So he kind of just laughs a little bit and kind of see him getting a little bit, the guy in the front, getting a little bit angry with this confrontation. So much effort, okay? Be the smarter hunter, if you will. Be the stronger man, if you will. But he kind of looks around. We'll see who truly survives. And you see him look through, like, kind of Rampu back at Jake. You can ask your little friend there how we deal with him.
I think Langston, I think you got hurt going the wet, slow way, which are advising us not to go.
Oh, of course.
I guess they just can't run with the big dogs. And I kind of bark at the hound.
And
Make an intimidation check. The hound kind of like you see bulks up its muscles, its front muscles a bit as it tightens and kind of chomps at you right back.
3-foot ring manus.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, he's like this tall. Yeah.
3 foot tall.
Yeah. Let me make an intelligence check real quick. Ooh, that's a natural 20 for 18.
Wow.
just
The hound is he's still chomping at the bit, pulling tight now, and the guy's like holding him back.
I'm like, oh, you're so cute.
And they kind of look at you guys and realize, and I guess Manto, you'd be able to tell at least with that insight that they seem like realize they might have stepped in a little bit with this as they were trying to come in here and do a little bit of intimidation and a little bit of lying to you guys. And the guy in the front says, "You all disgust me. Your presence is filth. You tried to survive that river. It'd be such a pity if incompetence ended the show before it truly began. Let's go, guys." He kind of looks around at them and torch light flickers leading in a direction. He kind of looks back at you and
Super quickly.
spits in your guys' direction.
Are we still?
Mhm.
Are we still all linked up? Like,
You guys are, yeah.
mentally?
Manto got a big one on the last time he did it.
I look at Manta. Internally, well, to everybody, I say, this competition says we're supposed to take everybody out. This is our chance to take these guys out. They know
I'm
where
in
we
no-
are.
I'm in no position. Truth be told, if you guys start this, I'm gonna be very limited. I'm not opposed, but just know I'm gonna be very limited in what I can provide.
And Manta, also,
think
with
that's
your
fine. We can
30 insight, you would notice that although they are, some of them beat up a little bit, they don't look like pushovers. That's for sure.
Weird. I
But we
didn't
have to
see any
either-
laser guns
if we-
on their end.
Yeah, we either have to attack them or we have to move, but we can't go to sleep with them knowing where we are.
We can move, but I think between Manto and I don't think they'll be able to invade our little campsite.
Would
Well,
we
We rest.
Sure.
that we
I
are
trust you
trying
guys.
to go to the wet, slow way?
I'm sorry?
Would, based off the direction that they went towards, would we, and like my insight check, would we know that like they are currently departing into the direction that we are going to be moving towards?
They were just going down the shoreline in general, like away from you guys. You guys are going to be going through the water, so yeah, I mean, they're not heading that way quite yet.
Rampu, with all due respect, I think if they were going to attack, it would have been at that moment when y'all were asleep or in the process of falling asleep. I don't see us moving being like the biggest issue, and I feel like every time we move, we run into some sort of being that's trying to kill us. I don't know about you guys. I think we just go back to sleep, call it a night, and Rampu, I'll make sure again. Keep a sturdy eye on
That's
you
fair.
throughout the night.
I'll take it. That sounds good.
I'm gonna put a couple more alarms up from the way that they came.
That's fair. They each take 10 minutes to do, so Crick takes however long he needs to do to set however many up he does.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. Yep.
As you guys are
Gotta
all settling
find,
down for sleep, you guys just hear
cell real
Crick kind of
quick.
pitter-pattering around the perimeter.
And it his pitter pattering is weirdly
Yeah.
rhythmic, and it kind of helps me start getting sleepier in a weird way. But at first it's super annoying, and then I'm like, oh wait, Still drifting.
Is getting sleepier a good thing? Because Rampu knows what comes in the night in this land.
Well, I didn't have any of that feast, so at least it won't be Rampu.
All right. Langston, anything else that you do for the evening here? Any sort of preparations of anything, or and for the rest of the party too? I was just moving it all along.
Preparation H.
You got that too?
I don't know if there's anything like spell-wise or whatnot I can do before the night. Or anything that's like long-lasting enough. I think I just like have that ring near and dear, and I'm just like, all right, we're gonna hope for the best, and good Lord, don't let me see my father try to stab me again. And he absolutely says that last part like in his brain, but in the channel with everybody. So all they hear is, good Lord, don't let my father stab me again. And then I just fall asleep.
Yikes.
Crick like walks over and takes the ring out of his hand and like puts it on his finger and then shuts his hand so he doesn't drop it.
Thanks, buddy. Like you just hear
That's
again, and I just like
I just go-
absolutely said that out loud. Whoops.
All right. Let's put some not so jovial music on. All
Son
right.
of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. As you guys, or anything else, you guys all kind of go into get some rest for the night, get some sleep. With the guys that aren't sleeping, what are you guys doing? If not,
Yeah. As everyone's kind of falling asleep, I just kind of fall bored, and I'm just like sitting there like this, and I feel my horns. And how big are they getting?
they're like the size of half of. You have the two joints of your thumb, half of one of those joints. A little nub,
So half a thumb.
a quarter.
You got a joint?
Okay, so a quarter of a thumb. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're getting there. So I'm just like, this would go great with this. And so I just take out my dagger. I kind of feel my canines. I'm like, they could be better. I start just kind of like carving them down to like a much finer point. And I start doing that with like from that tooth on towards the middle. Yeah, much better. And then I just put my dagger away, and then I go back to staring at Rampu.
As you're doing that, Manto, you see the kind of flashes of lightning arc across the river. Again, you see the jagged face of the mountains and the craglands, the two massive twisted spires that the lightning cracks between. And, I mean, the facade of this mountain here, the scale rivals the spine of the world on Faerun. And it feels like it's watching you as you just kind of splash, see the crack of flash of white and blue lightning. And as you feel that kind of presence of being watched, the night has fallen and the camp settles into that uneasy quietness. The river kind of murmurs softly and the insects hum in the underbrush rather. Some shadows begin to stretch along across the strange bank, and you hear this faint kind of metallic hum that rises from the trees.
Kind of like, as I kind of hear that, I kind of grow this little smile on my face. So I sit crisscross applesauce, and my eyes just kind of roll back, and my mind goes blank, bringing in this acceptance to hear any and all voices from any sort of thing, just kind of opening myself up.
You're sitting there waiting, kind of allowing yourself to just kind of be a conduit and let any sort of energy flow through you. It's something that you can hear. And you get that buzzing kind of sound, and it's growing louder and louder, but you realize it's not coming from within you, but it seems to be part of the night, blending with the whine of the insects outside. And then, like I said, it gets sharper, and the pitch gets higher and kind of keening, like the whirl of a blade cutting through the air. And then something kind of glims beyond a little bit of the moonlight. You see one of these kind of bug-like machines flapping its wings. It's got its glittering lens. It kind of flies around and it lands, and it kind of skitters and crawls onto this rock, kind of looking around and scanning all of you guys here.
It crawls under the rock?
No, onto the rock.
Oh, onto the rock.
Yeah.
I sit there, not moving. I notice its presence. I don't acknowledge it, but I just kind of sit there and just keep an eye on it. Not making any sort of movements at all to indicate that I am in fact watching it.
All right. As it kind of sits on that rock there, its wings fluttering silently, kind of just begins to slow down, and the hum kind of dulling a little bit too. Crick, are you here?
Yeah.
Cool.
If-
Yeah, you're awake as well, and you would notice this too.
I mean, so I notice it, and I kind of know that Manto is watching out even better because I still need to rest easy. So I'm just going to kind of direct my gaze at it and follow it around, but mentally kind of connect with Manto and just go, if you shoot at it, I'll catch it.
I love the approval that I receive, and I kind of cock my laser pistol, and you just hear, and then I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I turn real quick and fire a shot at it.
Shooting from the hip, Manto pulls out the laser pistol, and go ahead and roll to hit. Shoot to thrill.
Way to kid!
Oh, nat 1.
Oh.
As you go and pull out the pistol and shoot, the kind of buzzing sound of your laser pistol alerts this kind of drone-like beetle, and as you shoot, it cracks into the rock and it skitters and lifts up off, and it kind of whirls sharply now. Its crystalline kind of lens glinting and kind of moving all around quickly. Sparks begin to kind of flash along its edges as it begins to fly up and kind of away from the scene a little bit. The wings kind of slice through the air, and as it seems like, kind of be evading you, of course. Is there anything that you do, or Crick, or yeah?
Can I throw a fireball at it real quick?
Sure.
Oh my god.
I guess a firebolt, not a fireball. I have
Gotcha.
fireball.
Still
Gotcha.
cool.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say Langston's gonna wake up.
What happened?
I just
That's
kind of, I see the gun go off, and then I just immediately just go, okay. He just hears that and just kind of 16.
Yep. Go and roll damage.
And as this goes off, I'm assuming like it hits it, and I'm just gonna kind of voice to Manto and be like, "That's right, get out of here." Just kind of just kind of hears me saying that to ourselves.
The firebolt strikes into its body, and the metallic body kind of shudders and falls still a moment. The wing keeps on flapping as it kind of goes a little cockeyed for a moment, and you seem to have messed with the way its ability to fly, and it's not moving away quite as quickly as it was. It's trying to get away, skittering away from the scene here. Manto and Crick, you guys see this thing trying to get out of here, damaged a bit. What do you do?
I mean, do I have another attack?
Round 2.
Yeah, I mean, you see this thing trying to fly away and get away from the scene, essentially. So, I mean, you feel free to do as you please in this moment.
Yeah, instead I'll do a Psychic Blade.
Okay.
See if that does anything different. 23.
23 will hit.
9 damage.
With 9 damage, the Psychic Blade goes whirling through the air, and as it's kind of flying away from you guys, you watch as the mechanical body kind of locks up in the space, kind of the wings stop moving altogether. The humming kind of completely dies out instantly. Kind of hear like a crackling sound within its core, and it falls down to the ground, it's kind of skidding, sparks flashing out, and that power core that I just said, it kind of, the hum inside of it kind of dies out, and this thing, no more lights flashing on its ocular area, no wings kind of moving, jittering about. You see a little bit of sparks kind of coming off of its body, but you have knocked this thing out of the sky and seemingly have disabled it.
How long has everyone been asleep so far?
I'd say it's been maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
Actually, let's roll a d4 and we'll see exactly how long. 4 hours.
Fuck.
I would just kind of. It seems like we're safe now. Probably.
We're just gonna be a little tired when we wake up. I would take some branches and like leaves and just cover up the carcass of it, and then go back to sitting next to Rampu and watching him. And I just tell Crick, we'll come back to that in the morning.
Sounds good.
Unless you think there's anything that we can harvest from it right now.
I don't think harvesting is. I guess question: are we starting to feel rested, or did this just kind of ruin everything?
That would have interrupted your guys' rest.
Okay.
We would have at least gotten a short one though.
Yeah, you guys could get a short rest.
Yeah, I'm good on a short rest though. I don't think there's much to harvest in them. That went down too smoothly.
So wait,
Let's
I'm
just
awake
relax.
too.
No, you're not. You're not awake. Just them.
Okay.
So then, if that's the case, probably, I would then.
Actually, the long rest is ruined by 1 hour of strenuous activity, so I'll allow you guys to still be in the long rest mode.
So we just went doo doo doo,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I think that makes complete sense, right? It's like a
Yeah.
century watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we sort that out in the morning.
Tremendous idea.
You guys kind of roll back over, try to get some sleep, or I guess some rest. You had to deal with the draconic snoring of Rampu, and whatever else seems to come from him. Didn't know he had a little bit of black dragon in him. The acidic stench that comes from him in the middle of the night is something else. But nonetheless, yeah.
You literally hear me rip one like, and then I'll scratch my ass and just roll over.
That's because he was eating random
I'm
berries in the forest instead
I'm
of
right
the
there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hero's feast.
I would be right there. I'm like, Wow, that's really gross. But I do nothing to move or get out. I'm just still locked.
God, that sucks. It's like miles around you.
Even Jake's like,
really
"Ugh,"
about
and he just moves over like 3 feet.
Well, I will need the sleeping fellas to make a con save, or I'm sorry, a wisdom save for me. As you
Can
guys
do.
get to sleep for the night. Langston, yours is with advantage, right?
Yeah, you can use. Oh, when I fail a mental saving throw, I can use my reaction to choose to succeed
Yeah, that's what
instead.
it is.
So I mean, can I just do that?
Yeah. Is anyone within 10 feet of you? No.
Nope. The drone was, and
Yes.
it's amazing that all this happened, and I'm just like, nice. White noise to your boy.
And
Absolutely,
I forgot
just
to
like,
say
yeah, nope.
that I was thrown over, and I rattled it all the way over to him. It just, it totally happened. Scary dream.
I've known these guys for what feels like an eternity now. So this is to me just things like this in the night. I'm like, nope, par for the course. I'm just still conked.
Rampu,
So
you don't want to be near him, Rampu.
No, you don't, because if anyone who's near me has to make a save, and if they fail, then they'll have disadvantage on their next D20 roll.
Oh. God damn it.
So I'll just do that then.
It was
So I'm
about
just
to land on
moving.
an 11, and it just like slowly hit an 8 instead, a 4.
Incredible. As
Right.
you all get some sleep, Langston, completely knocked out, getting one of the better nights of sleep he's had in a while, regardless
Right.
of explosions of pistols and fire bullets happening right near him, whirling of mechanical bugs. Rampu, on the other hand, though, you find yourself once again in the darkness of sleep, the darkness of your dreams. That darkness opens up to those black rocks, those jagged black rocks on that shore that you stand upon, the waves thrashing violently around you, and the stormy stars begin to spin overhead of you, but the horizon stretches unnaturally, bending as though reality itself is beginning to pull apart. And as I mentioned in the last dream, you see these parts strewn across the shore. You see these ribs scattered along the beach, shift and they twist like they are alive. They form arches and walls, and each wave brings with it whispers, guttural and hungry, echoing your name in the language of the deep. And as you look out into the black waters, a massive, many-limbed silhouette rises, limbs sprawling across the sand like a moving coastline. And its eye, enormous and phosphorescent, locks onto you. It does not roar, does not make a sound, but you hear whispers directly into your mind. The shore remembers you. I remember you. And the tide returns. And as you try to flee, every attempt is slowed as if the sands and rocks themselves are resisting and grabbing at your ankles, and the wind carries shapes of long-lost predators, half-formed from nightmare and memory, writhing in impossible geometries across the beach, and then splash of water comes up and knocks you over, and you wake up gasping, and you see the restful shoreline nearby as you guys are awoken here at the shore where you guys took your camping and refuge for the evening. Rampu a bit worn down and exhausted from your evening, but awakening to the beautiful sunny atmosphere, and you hear splashing and even some like distant barking in the distance.
Ugh. Look around. Like, God damn it. I feel awful.
You looked like you slept well, though. I watched you the entire time.
It was something. Something in my dreams. I don't know. How well can I remember that dream?
I would say you remember it very vividly, like a movie.
Okay. It was a dream, but it was like I was there. I just there's so much water. Couldn't get out. Ugh. But I'm like so mentally exhausted right now. I'm trying to like share. I'm like, ugh. I like can barely like get a cohesive thought out of me.
I mean, I would have loved an excuse to slap you awake. But again, you looked pretty peaceful.
Ugh. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
I think you just need a cuddle, buddy. Maybe tonight.
You know what? At this point, I'll try anything once. I came out.
Langston!
What happened? Just full face drool down the side of his cheek. He has never looked more well rested.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are the ones that are having problems with sleep. Perhaps you, you know. Shampoo.
I actually
know.
don't know.
I
don't
Do
know
I
either.
understand?
what are,
I
what are
feel
you
like
implying?
I feel
Find out later tonight.
like right now. I'm too brain dead right now to understand what
Did
the
you
hell you're
now
saying.
find out more to fuck, nah, dude?
Lurk,
What are you? I just woke up.
Lurk kind of stands up with bags underneath his eyes. Oh, that was horrible.
What did you go through?
I I barely slept at all last night. I was trying to, but I felt like I was trapped in some sort of twisted labyrinth of sorts. And every time we'd go down a turn, it'd be lined with mirrors reflecting me, and well, not exactly me, but different versions of me, and people I swore I would protect. There's different people with 6 fingers that would move through them, and I would try to catch up with them, and as they whisper the promises, and they'd just disappear, and there's chains and just dark energy.
6 fingers. You must have had some of that blood, didn't you?
Manto, you know damn well I will not touch that blood.
Yeah, but why are you dreaming about people with 6 fingers?
You know it is part of my goal and what I've tried to find others to help me with is to take out Grotston and their everything that they're doing.
Would so okay. Then last night we would have noticed, and I don't know if it's because this one was more physical. I'm comparing the labyrinth that was within the statue last night that we saw, and I'm like, can you describe the said labyrinth that you saw in your dream, Lurk? And I would compare the two together, see if they like matched up in any way.
I mean, it seemed more of a metaphor of being trapped in the game that Grotz is playing, to be honest with you, than a literal
I see.
labyrinth.
Yeah. Understood. Well,
Yeah, yes,
I mean,
exactly
I'm just gonna hear
like that from Hellraiser. The Xenobites. Jesus wept. That's what he says. At
As
the end
soon
of
as
the
you
movie.
said it, that's all I could think about. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Classic.
Metal.
maybe we can find y'all some natural remedies. Bless you. Are you
I mean,
okay?
I can
Uh,
if
beat.
if I take a short rest, I can get myself away from exhaustion still, but we would need an hour. So maybe we should just keep moving for now until we can spare an hour, and then I'll be fine.
Rampu, are you gonna be able to cast any spells today? I know I'm gonna be a little bit shot myself.
I actually still have a couple left. I've been saving, but nothing too powerful. So
Well, it's good thing you have that bow of yours too. That come in handy. Your hunter's marking.
that's right. I have about 5 spells left, but again, nothing really powerful.
Okay.
Luckily. But yeah, with this bad boy, you should be good. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do tonight. I need to get some good sleep. This is not working for me.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to just to be completely transparent. If we make it there to the Nightmare Beast layer on this day without resting and feeling fully confident in my abilities.
Yeah. Well, let's try to keep moving. Maybe we can take a daytime rest today and travel by night. The group doesn't mind.
Well, there's just one
Should
problem,
get out of here.
as Lurk points to the river. We're going to be crossing that all day.
Oh, I got something that can help us with that.
Oh,
Langston, yes?
I think Crick and I can both be of use. Because I think he mentioned something about this before. I just want to verify, since I slept through the night, I got long rest, right? Hot diggity.
Yeah, you
I'm
guys can
doing
swap
one
out
final thing.
spells if you need to.
Oh, certainly am. Give me 1 second.
Manto and Crick, anything in this morning as well?
You mentioned dog barking in the distance. Is it like aggressive? I mean, it's clearly the other group, but any feel on how far or how?
Yeah, you hear it. It sounds like a barking, but not like exactly like a dog barking. Kind of a more like kind of hoarse and sometimes higher pitched sounding, and actually sounds like it's coming closer towards the water's direction than like the shoreline.
The water, but not the shoreline.
Not like going
Can we see
north or
anything?
south. If you go out and you look into the water, is that what you're doing? You go out to look in the water. I can't hear you if you're talking.
I don't go in the water. I just go
Okay.
with it.
Gotcha.
Can I see anything from where I am? My computer.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. As you kind of go up to the edge there to get a little better sense of where the sound is coming from, you look down into the water, and you look down to. Actually, let me turn the lights back on here and make it daytime in here. And you see a school of seal pups splashing about near this rock down here. Some of them sunbathing on the rock itself. I see a couple of them swing around. Exactly. You see a couple of them swing around the rock in circles, kind of playing tag with each other, splashing each other with their flippers and tails, and just having a great time on this beautiful sunny day.
Guys, if we're gonna cross the river, this might be the time to do it.
And I look over at the seals. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
There's seals here. I do agree that this might be the best time to do it. However, if there's seals here, that means that there's going to be something here that eats those seals. So we have to be very careful however we're crossing this. So Langston, what is it that you got for us?
So we can do one of two things. I was leaning option 1 myself. Option 1, if you give me about half an hour, give or take, all of us can strut across this body of water like it's nothing.
Let's do it.
Cool.
That sounds
then-
like the move.
If I may, I will begin to ritual cast Water Walk on every single one of us. Since it's ritual cast, won't burn a spell slot. And it lasts for an hour, but I can essentially just ritual cast this each time for each person, and we can move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if we're a harmless solid ground.
Cool.
Isn't it like 10 person at once? Like 10 people at once, though?
Up to 10 willing creatures of your choice within range gain this ability. Oh, I thought I had to do it a bunch of times. That's a fun. Why not? I feel like they should put that in like duration, cast it like people affected, like just throw like one little more like subfield in there. Yeah, so I just ritual cast this, and then all of us can now walk on water.
Yeah, fix it, Nate. Piece of
I think
shit.
that's just literally D&D itself. I don't think that's
I was like, what did I do?
Come on, dude.
Nate's the manager here, so
Yeah, great.
That's right.
Brand manager and author Nate.
we just complain to him.
Incredible. Well, so you cast this now, and how long does it last?
It lasts for an hour, and if it only takes 10 minutes to ritual cast, because I think that's the length if you're gonna just ritual cast anything. So I can just kind of, as we're walking, whenever I'll like keep a timer, and if it's getting close and we're not as far as we want to be, then I'll just kind of, like clap my hands and be like, hold up, and then just like recast it to keep it going with ritual casting.
Very nice. So like every 50 minutes, Langston will be...
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Yep. I'll be like, oh, hold on. And then I think the way I do it is like really weird. You'll see me, it's the first time I'm like using this. I'm like, okay, if there's anything I know about this, I'm typically fire and light. This is how this should work. And I like clap my hands together and then give like everyone like a mini foot massage. And I'll be like, all right, that ought to do it. And then just walk away and be like, all right, we're good.
Where kind of looks around.
All right.
Oh, I mean, you missed my left foot too.
Oh my God, needy. Go back in on the foot.
He's like looking at Manto like, can you hear my thoughts?
Yeah, I'm still here. I can always read your thoughts. It's just a matter of reestablishing that.
You can't always read people's thoughts. That's not an ability you
Well, I thought he was like talking to me internally.
Yeah, and he is. But he just says, he did get my left foot already. As he whispers that to you in your head. But as you guys are all taking care of that, the two of the seals seem to get a little bit closer on the shoreline, kind of going up onto this rocky edge here. One of them's got a fish in its mouth that it's just kind of laying on the rock and enjoying, as the other one kind of just barks up towards you guys a little bit.
Well, gents, I think we're ready.
How wide is this river?
Now that you guys are at the edge here and looking, across, you can see the other end of it, but it must be, like, you can see, the rocky spires on the other end of it, of course, but it must be at least 10, 15 miles wide.
Oh boy, this is going to be a trek and a half.
An ocean, not a lake.
Do you guys want to eat first? And maybe do that again?
Yeah, why
15
not?
miles is a long time.
Yeah, I think some food would be good.
You guys should just learn to fly.
Sure.
Do you not think I want to? Do you not think I would like to fly?
Try that's not one of the spells you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'll remember that. That's going in the petty box for you, Manto. Filed right in the petty box.
I was due for one.
It's your time. I think Rampu had the most recent entry. Now you replaced him. I hope you're happy.
I haven't given you really any pettiness, so that's good. We've come a long way.
Oh, that is true. It's first time, but I'm just saying.
Perhaps
So listen, when I learn how to fly or get something, you'll be the first to know. But until then, we're strutting on water. Come to peace with it. Anyway,
I'll
Crick,
probably fly.
That's always good. Yeah. So I mean, I guess it takes I think it's like an hour to cook or whatever. I would cook up a nice breakfast shishukra over the course of the morning while everything was going on, right? Because as soon as I saw it was 15 miles, I would have known that we needed to do this. So It's a nice breakfast shashukra with pieces of hearts and a nice kind of like thick monster blood across it as well. And I'm going to use one of the rare essences so we can get two benefits from it. So we're going to do monster heart and monster blood. So I think that's a D6 on any monstrosity for the first attack that we do on it. And then I think we can sense monstrosities from, I'm just logging back in on my computer. I think it's like 120 or 240 feet. I'm not sure what it is. I'll look it up though and drop it in the charts.
All right.
So that's what I make this morning with coffee and standard stuff.
Well, if that's gonna take him an hour while he's doing that, I'm gonna take a short rest.
Okay.
And with tireless, whenever I finish a short rest, my exhaustion level, if any, reduces by 1.
You got it. Crick, go ahead and roll your cook check.
Oh yeah, then I do the cook check. Cooking.
21. So I'm sorry, you used two ingredients in this? Or
I
one?
used 2 ingredients.
Okay, so that says DC 16. So beat it by 5. And you already get 2 benefits.
I get 2 bennies? Perfect.
As that was the
yeah, that's with
from
the
rolling the one thing, right?
the
Or
grill.
Okay, so
Yeah.
roll 3 d8s total.
Oh, and then another one.
1 and 1 and 5.
And 5.
So you guys have resistance to poison damage and advantage on saving throws made against poison condition, which I believe you guys with the Hero's Feast already had that. And fearless fancy, you become extraordinarily brave. You are immune to the frightened condition, so you can't be frightened. Go and roll one more d8 because you pretty much got 3 of these iron guts essentially.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is 6.
Okay, Hardy Harvest. You feel as if you could move mountains. You have advantage on strength checks, and you count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift. That's kind of helpful.
So advantage on strength, immune to frighten, and advantage on poison and resistance.
Correct. And you
So
can
Ramp
carry
has that
like
now,
twice
too.
as much as you can,
Yeah, buddy.
essentially.
Yeah, and then the food itself gives us 240 feet of monstrosity, being able to feel, and our first attack on a monstrosity is plus 1d6.
Electric.
All right.
Boogie,
We'll
Damage
leave that for all
or
you
on
guys
the
to keep track of.
on the roll to hit?
damage.
Love it.
I wrote it down, so I'll say it all again when we fight this fucking thing.
What thing? All right. Oh yeah, the Nightmare Beast. So as you guys are standing around here and you just finished this feast, or as Crick is kind of cooking it and whatnot. Yeah, we'll do this while Crick is cooking. Actually, Lurik goes over to this pile and begins to kick it over here. Hey, what is this? And kind of begins to kick over some sticks and dirt covering up this metallic drone.
Oh yeah, I hid that.
Oh, cool. Turns around and walks away.
Yeah.
What for?
Oh, it was looking at us last night. We're gonna check it out this morning. Hey, prick. I think you'd have a better idea as to what the fuck this is.
I guess like
Perhaps we
eventually
can,
the food needs to simmer.
Sure. Yep. Yeah, Kirk, you go on over to the pile over there and see the kind of remnants of this metallic beetle kind of
Must be
bug.
grazing something. He was able to walk away.
Yeah, I set it to a nice simmer. Kind of, Langston, keep an eye on that. Maybe keep both eyes on it and pay attention. I walk over.
Okay. And Langston just hands behind back, just leans forward and is just
Don't lift the lid, Langston.
He was told to watch it. He knows how Crick is about cooking, so he does not take his eyes off and just stares. And that's...
And
He's such a good guy.
Oh my gosh.
and
My cat's freaking
as he
out,
does
still
that,
listening.
he's learning. As he's kind of happy. Oh, it's a meow meow. So he goes over to the thing, and I'm really interested into like its energy source, and if there are any, like, how does it connect back to the doctor? As I'm kind of looking at him.
Do you want to do an Arcana or investigation? It might determine different what you're... I think Arcana if you're looking for energy source kind of stuff, or investigation if you're trying to just get some general information about it.
Yeah, I guess my most important piece is I want to know how it like beams its footage like back to the doctor, right? Like, can I like figure that out to like hack into it and give like bad information or anything like that?
Yeah, let's...
So that be Arcana or investigation? They're both the same. But...
Yeah, I think, either one would be fine.
Okay. Damn.
All right. Well, 11.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, so you're kind of observing this thing. You don't want to add anything to this? Or anything?
You know what? I will add a 4 to it. We'll take it up to a 15, and then we'll add a D4 as well, since we only get one chance at this. So 16.
All right.
Long rest too.
Yeah, as you're kind of observing this thing, you see where you have shot into it, Mantosh kind of obstructed it with his psionic blade. It's kind of split open a bit, and you can see there's some sort of like arcane battery source inside of it that clearly was the power of it. It's kind of oozing out this kind of black liquid that's kind of steaming and bubbling into the ground a little bit. I guess maybe it was more so last night, but it's dried and crusted now. And as you observe this a bit more to try to figure out exactly how this thing works, you see the crystalline lens attaches back to this kind of power cell that seems to have some sort of arcane abilities to send a signal back to the doctor. But as you're observing it, one thing that you notice on it is that there's this insignia of a kind of a outward stretched claw or a talon inscribed onto the battery source or the energy source of this thing.
An outward stretched claw?
Yeah, or a talon.
Kind of look at that. That seems it's not the 6-fingered hand though, right?
No, this is not the 6-fingered hand.
Okay. I would try to kind of take that whole kind of unit out. And yeah, baby. See what happens with that.
All right. As you kind of begin to take the unit out, it's kind of already destroyed in its way, so you don't really have to be too precarious about trying to protect it in any sort of manner. As you kind of are able to rip it on out of there, essentially, you get that battery source out, and you see the technology of this Crick seems extremely familiar to you now that you have it fully out and are observing it, almost too personally familiar to you.
Is this I don't have my notebook in front of me, but the okay, I'll just kind of put all that in my kind of mental piece for right now. Okay.
See, because I was sitting around with kind of looking at this. So, what we got here?
Well, it seems to be some very interesting technology. I don't know why, but it seems familiar, especially with these markings on it, as I kind of show the claw and the insignias on it.
Yeah, that's familiar. I mean, I've never seen this before.
Manta, go ahead and make a investigation with advantage. Nice.
Ooh, not 20.
Oh my gosh.
As you see that something in the back of your mind kind of sends you this flash of a memory, of recognition, as you've seen the pulse cell, the battery cell within your laser pistol has the same insignia.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Crick, get a load of this. Same insignia. Maybe they came from the same spot.
That's quite possible. Maybe they both came from the... Maybe they both came from the vaults? Or, just kind of thinking.
Manta, where did you get that gun? I've always... I mean, you got it at the Shadow Exchange, right? But from one of the vendors there?
Correct.
Do you remember who or what?
No.
It was from the place right out in front of the bar. He was also selling other things, I believe, that you gave to him. I thought that.
Yeah, it was right outside of where we met you. Familiar with that spot?
You're talking about the Black Talons.
The Black Talons,
familiar?
yes.
Yeah, they run over at the Vaults of Karsus, the Gilded Eye and all those other slumlords, scumbags.
Well, why would they be here?
Well, I think the better question is, why are they working with the Doctor? Or why is the Doctor working with them? They seem to have some sort of connection here if he's using their technology like this. And kind of looks around. I wonder what other technology of theirs he's using here.
Crick, do you only find it familiar because it's from the Shadow Exchange?
As I kind of turn it over and fill it through, is it anything like Big Gino-y or flashbacky or?
Make either a history or an insight check.
We will do. Where is it? We'll do insight.
23.
23.
The tech feels familiar to you because it's a creature, or not a creature, a creation of why can't I think what the word is? Not warforged, a automaton, whatever, that is extremely well crafted, well made, and unlike any other technology that any other creators make, and the mechanisms inside just seem very familiar to you, as if it's the same way that you're put together and built as well.
it does kind of hit a little bit on the nose with me, if you will. I'm not sure if have I ever like on me as I fix myself and mended myself. Have I ever seen like maybe a marking like this or anything of that nature?
I would say no, you had not.
Okay.
You know what? I won't make up your history. Go roll a history check. Let's see how we check out. I'll stick to my original answer.
This is definitely far more advanced than items I've ever seen. All I can think of is that the doctors, whatever they're doing here with the Black Talons, I sense it's more than whatever this monster is that we're trying to find. And I bet you it probably has something to do with the Gilded Eye as well. If I recall, though, weren't one of the groups that were here from the Gilded Eye or from another one of the guilds?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it was the Amethyst Knife. I think the Amethyst Knife is also participating. So either way, some group who participates in the vault is still here.
Could be a conflict of interest.
And they may know more.
This adds a layer of complication, though.
Yeah. We'll also just add that you guys would, of course, remember from the race. I can't think what the planet was called. Doesn't really matter. But you guys could recall that the Black Talons, they operate, yes, in the Vault of Karsus, but also they have their own asteroid, planet, whatever you want to call it, station where they operate and manufacture and build out of, called Belkin's Rim.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Dang, they're a long way from home.
Archibon. Why can't I remember that?
Oh, the race planet. Yep.
Yes.
I think maybe if we see our other friends, we may need to talk to them a little bit more firmer next time.
I could get behind that.
I pull out my bow and arrow. I say, read you loud and clear, Burmer. And I simulate an arrow going through the throat, like.
Did not think that's where you were going with that.
What? I'd like to talk to him before you do that, though.
Oh, yeah, totally. We'll hear the sounds, those sweet, sweet chokes on their blood when I put an arrow through their throat.
Good lord.
Great conversations.
Speaking of blood, how's that Shashukra look, Langston?
Langston has been, for the record, Langston has been focused, and when he said that, he's like, oh, this adds a layer of complication. Amethyst, like, just saying everything he did, still just absolutely looking at the pot, and then when Crick asks, he looks up, and I'm like, did you want me to check on it? And, like, waits for him to say, open the lid.
Give it a taste. Is it sweet yet?
I didn't know this was going to be sweet. Okay, I will go in, sample it. It is like magisterial in terms of what I taste. And I was like, Crick, I'll tell you what, didn't know what a Shashukra was, didn't know it was going to be sweet. I'm pleasantly surprised by both.
And you see that and his face just melts into a frown. You let it cook too long.
What? Wait, what?
It's supposed to be salty.
Then why did you say, is it sweet yet?
because I just knew.
I did what you asked.
Take
I
over.
stand.
Take
You
the lid
failed.
from you. Start like sprinkling in salt and tasting it and just manically changing everything and be like even like nonchalantly, like accidentally but not quite accidentally, just kind of like pops you so you fall on your butt.
Okay.
He's fixing everything.
All right. Well, I get you. I didn't know how this was to be prepared. You just said, "Look at it." I did. I apologize.
Looks- Next time, look harder.
Crick, I
Just-
didn't blink
I'll
for
try
15 minutes. What more can I do?
And I look from over from my Craig. I saw him looking away. Totally saw him doing it.
Hey, Manto, petty box entry. Absolutely back out, man. Rampu, you back in. You lasted 5 minutes. I'm proud of you.
I don't think I lasted long enough then.
Nope.
Wait, 5 minutes is too long? Not long enough?
I think above
I don't know
average
what to
time.
believe anymore.
I'd
Guys,
say above
if
average
it's
time.
done
first.
right, it only takes a minute. And with that, he just pulls some bread out, dips it in the shashuka, and hangs it to Langston. I'll try that.
I will take the bite. Oh my god. You're right. You're absolutely right. It should not have been sweet. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is fantastic.
Well, breakfast is on.
You hear the barking of some seals down by the shoreline as they can smell the fragrance wafting through the air. Exactly.
And I see one start getting a little closer, and I go, "Let's see what I have seal on the menu," and I just grit my teeth at her. Go away.
Kind of flops down the beach and kind of rolls around until it rolls back into the water safely out of your sight. It pops up on the rocks again and looks over the rock to see if it can get a sight of the shakshuka again, and then dips back down and swims back over to the rest of the seals that it was with before.
I get my portion of it and I try some, and I just sit there like, oh, holy shit, this is so much better than those berries. Crick, you're good, you.
It's a gift.
You should
It's
like
a gift.
think about writing a cookbook or something, Crick.
You know what? I should. I wonder what I'd call it. That's it.
Crick's kitchen.
No
We'll cook
bitching
it
in
with
Crick's
Crick.
kitchen.
All with
I'm a big fan of alliteration.
Yeah, there could be some good ones there. Possibilities are endless.
Or Crick's
Cook it
crazy
in
kitchen
Crick's
and all
kitchen.
K. Yeah, I see.
I like that.
And it's too long. We should just use the acronym.
That's right. That sounds better.
Alright. So he kind of looks down in his shoes and kind of rubs them against the ground. Langston, are we in working shape?
I mean, I'll just because I don't know. With us finding out about this drone and the cooking and everything, I'll just recast it. I'll ritual recast it to be safe, and then be like, "All right, give me your feet. Come on. All right, good, cool, good,
All right.
cool, good. All right, there we go. All right, everyone, to the seas, past the seal. Let's, for lack of a better term and for sake of a pun, let's beat feet.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Let's roll. Start moving.
I like it.
Glurk begins to run down to the beach, Baywatch style. You guys hear music playing in slow motion, camera angle as he kind of hair flowing back into the wind. You guys all end up running past him as he's going slow motion. Whoa, how'd that happen? And he looks into the water now and sees you guys all kind of, yeah?
No, Jake is going to be with us, but he's going to be like 10 feet above the water.
All right.
Flying.
Sounds good. As you guys begin to make your way into the water now, the seals begin to crowd around and swim around you guys, all barking and kind of cheering you guys on. Their heads bobbing up on the surface, and they kind of all have like the seals can't smile, but you can tell they all have these kind of very happy expressions on their faces as they see you guys come on in, and they're barking and clapping their hands at you guys and swimming around you guys, and yeah, just seeming like they're having a great time.
Oh heck yeah!
Lurik comes running on in after the Crick and Rampu, and Manto and Langston. You guys, yeah, Langston comes sprinting on down.
No Baywatch. I think what Langston does, he forgets he has water walk, so he just goes to jump in the water and then just absolutely like face plants like Scrooge McDuck style. Is like, ah shit, right. First fail, gotta get used to this, and like pushes himself up and is like, all right, where were we?
Oh, all right. Well, let's. I guess we're going that way. Lurik just kind of points into the direction of the kind of blurred out rocky face in the distance that you guys can see in the sunny horizon. I want to know what that one is.
I mean, I think that's our best bet.
The Peter Griffin, Scrooge McDuck.
It's a many solid surfaces that make a very hard piece of solid metal. It's not a liquid.
That's so good. All right. As you guys step onto the water, you see it kind of ripples out from each one of your guys' steps. Kind of gives a little bit. But still, you stay standing firm on there. You can walk across, and with each step you guys take, a little bit of water ripples against the weight of your feet. And nonetheless, though, you guys are able to kind of just keep on moving across and making your way as you'd like. These seals seem very excited, though, as they keep on swimming around you guys and following you guys and barking up at you.
We have friends.
I'd give them a little treat.
Yeah, I was gonna say they stay close to Crick. They seem like they can smell, the chef's scent, still kind of radiating off of him. All that food smell.
Yeah, I'd give him a little loving.
Nice. Yeah, you toss him a little bit. The one grabs it, and another one kind of jumps on top of it, trying to fight it for it, and they kind of toss back and forth, and then as they kind of make their way on over, two more kind of squeeze on up by you, their mouths open and kind of heads just sticking up, just barking right at you.
Oh, Crick, you fell. Oh, they are gonna be stuck to us the entire day now. Oh, jeez.
I think that's the plan. Yeah, I'd kind of like make sure I keep them strung along as much as I can with, and because I have the grill of barbecue, it's like the little turnips had them.
All right, definitely keep them with you as much as you can. If those things run away, I mean, something big is in the water, or we should run. But as long as they're playful and cool, that means that we are safe in this waters. So keep an eye on the seals, boys.
Langston hears keep an eye on something again, and is just like wide-eyed again, remembering the pot, and is just like flicking between all the seals like, all right, I can do this. I can do this time.
Forgot to drop in Jake, too.
All right.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's fire.
Trippy as fuck.
It's water.
It's water.
God dang it.
All right. As you guys continue on, the seals following you guys with each step that you guys take. The river just sets this beautiful kind of scene for you guys in your day. Very serene, crystal blue, almost unnaturally crystal blue, as you can see through all the way to the bottom. The bottom extends as you guys, are making your way on out here. It gets deeper and deeper with each step that you take. You can see all sorts of vegetation, flora growing up and reaching up towards the surface, kelp forest, and all sorts of different vegetation that lives underneath of there. Every now and then you can see the static kind of electricity that kind of strikes and arcs between two of those spires in the distance. And some strange aquatic birds fly on by, their crystalline wings circle high above. But the air around here just kind of hums and buzzes with this uh, kind of magical aura. This isn't really a natural river. This is something that the doctor has designed and created himself. And so, of course, as you guys take your steps, those thoughts loom in the back of your mind.
Right.
How clear is the water?
It's crystal
Like, how
clear.
deep down can I see?
You can see the vegetation that reaches up from the bottom currently. I would say with that you can't exactly see the bottom, but you imagine it's fairly deep, maybe 60 feet or so deep from where you guys are standing currently.
Good to know. Just keep on moving. And actually, as we move, does it seem like there's any type of current under the water or anything like that? Or is it pretty still right now?
It's pretty still. If anything, the current is carrying you guys southwards. So you're kind of going against it. So say if you guys are going from east to west, the current is coming from north to south a little bit.
Got it. Good to know. Okay, let's keep it moving, boys. And actually, as we keep moving, I'm gonna have Jake take a fly up, just take a peek to see if he sees anything, anyone's already crossing the water.
Yeah.
Any monsters?
Yeah, Jake flies up to the sky, takes a look out to see if he can get a better vantage point than what you guys can down here. Go ahead and roll a perception check for him. And Langston, I'll assume that you're just keeping a time on everything essentially and
Yep.
casting.
It's just gonna hit a point. You'll just hear me being like 57, 58,
Dirty
59,
20.
42 minutes. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Still counting. Make sure I don't lose it.
Well, as Jake flies up to the sky to take a observation around, make sure you guys are not in any sort of harm's way or making sure you're heading the right direction and whatnot. He notices something bobbing and drifting in the water in the distance. A couple of different. He spots a couple of things bobbing and kind of drifting in the distance, coming from the north to the south in your guys' direction.
Oh?
Well,
You would tell that to me, and I would let the team know.
Something is coming towards us. Okay.
although if it's bobbing, I wonder if it's alive. But yeah, we should just be ready when it gets here.
I think that is a good call.
If it's
did he-
bobbing up or down, it could be something taking a breath and then swimming. So again, remember, if you see the seals move, you make a break for it.
That's fair.
I am on board with that.
Follow the seals.
And the seals keep on following you guys as well, actually, and they seem to still be interested in food, barking up at you guys, and, just generally excited as they, are. They just seem very excited to be, following, a group of people, traveling, or a group of adventurers traveling through here, and ones that have plentiful, delicious food as well. But as they kind of trail behind you guys, looking to the north still, as you guys are keeping an eye out for what this bobbing is, you see a cluster of heavy crates kind of bobbing in the current. You see some glowing algae clinging to their seams, each one of them bearing kind of a little makeshift kind of rope lock around them, and stenciled with some sort of tar black paint.
Oh, I look at him and say, I think it's worth getting those.
I like kind of side eye Manto. I'm like, free stuff. We don't get free stuff all that often.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Manta goes, yeah, we don't get free stuff that often.
We'll call it
Let's
after
go
this
get
encounter.
it. And
Yeah.
but before we get crazy, so that let's not approach it directly. Jake, I have him fly over to me. Once you try to pull one of those over, be careful.
Yes, so you guys, like I mentioned, and you kind of pointed out, the direction that the current is coming is from south, or from the north to the south, and you guys are swimming east to west, a little bit against it. These are seemingly coming down and moving across in front of you guys currently. Seems like it'd be very unlikely you'll be able to grab all of them, but you can definitely try to grab the ones that you can as they're making their way on by, if you're able to, that is, of course. So you want Jake to try to go and secure one of them?
Yes, especially as he's flying too. So
Yeah, flying. That's
and
a
I would
good
have
point.
Manto can also fly, correct?
If he would choose to, he has the ability to, but he would have to use a usage of his boots.
Oh, got it. Never mind. That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake will go get one, and I will have him try to see if he can take a peek if anything is cracked open, so he can like prioritize whatever looks the best.
Okay. Make a perception check then, as he tries to see which one that could potentially be. But they are drifting on by, so he has to do this, and each thing that he's doing rather quickly. Same with the rest of you guys if you're trying to do this. Yeah. He just goes for the first one or whatever, if you'd like to.
Yeah.
The
He just
one
takes whatever.
Okay.
I can go for the one closest to us. If I can use my movement, I can move 30 feet. Yeah, can I move to...
Yeah, I'd say the distances
Actually-
on here aren't exactly accurate. It's just kind of showing that these crates are floating in here and everything. But yeah, you
Okay.
can definitely try to, try to secure one of them as you do that, and each one of you guys can try to, do one of them if you'd like.
All right, sure. I'll go for the one like second in, since I can't fly or move quick as others. So I'll go for the one I'm at to kind of be like, hold on, I see the one I want. I want this one. Big dibs, big time dibs.
All right, if you're gonna try to just run across, go ahead and make like an acrobatics check to see if you're able to get there in time. Ooh.
Hold on. I have my ring of evasion. Is that only saving throws, or is that just dex checks? Oh, it's a saving throw. Nuts. Okay, well, I wipe out again while water walking.
As Langston goes to die for this one, you completely do wipe out. You can describe how that looks like, but this crate drifts away from you.
You wouldn't think. I mean, it's the first time using the spell, first time putting it into practice. We've been walking for a good bit now. You wouldn't think there'd be anything to trip on the open water. You'd be wrong. And you just see me fully like take a step, kick the back of my foot, and just you hear a smack like someone face planted on pavement.
Rourke sees that and he runs after. Oh, Langston, I'll get it for you. And he goes and runs after the other one. And he dives and he grabs onto the edge of the crate, and you see his feet dragging behind it as it's bobbing on the surface. I got it! He's trying to like skid his feet against the oh shit, there's an infraction against this! And he's trying to stop against the water there. Eventually he's able to slow it down enough using his muscle, and weight to kind of pull it back, as he does stop this crate from getting any further, and he helps you get this one right here.
Cool. Thank you. He just hears bubbling. Thank you, Lord.
He's grabbing onto it with one hand still and just waving over to you, wipes some sweat off his face, and we'll continue on with him in a second. Does anyone else want to try to do something?
I'm gonna try to get the first one, but as I'm like approaching this, So it's 5. It's 6 like identical crates drifting in the water, and if they're drifting, they're drifting towards shore, right?
Yeah, they're drifting from the direction of like where the waterfall is to the north, and then just down this river line, and not necessarily to the shore, but just wherever the water is going to take eventually.
Okay. So yeah, as I approach it, I'm also just looking to see if these are like freshly made. Like I'm like, is like a group in these fucking things? Like that's basically what's going through Crick's mind. Like, is this how somebody is crossing the river?
Make a perception
But
check.
I am gonna, yeah. Perception.
24. Crick, yeah, you would actually notice that stencil, when that tar black paint sprayed on here or embellished on here, is the same insignia as that Black Talon insignia that you saw earlier, just on the drone.
So I would just kind of like, I would mention that out to everybody. Just these seem to be Black Talons as well. As I approach the box and try to mount it,
All right.
and see what's
You want
inside.
to use athletics?
Oh, I can't use
Oh, you
acrobatics.
can use acrobatics if you
Yeah.
want. Mounting
Don't
to me
use
sounded like athletics, but like trying to use
Do
your
a flip
strength to do
first.
that. Okay, sure.
Do a flip.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah, you see the insignia, and how do you react to try to grab these?
So I see the insignia, and it's like a black tar, and I'm just like, I actually reach out to like wipe the insignia off because it just annoys me, and my hand just slightly sticks to it, and now I've got like tar on my hands. So I'm able to, like, as I'm running across it, just like plop my hands on like a gecko and just kind of like leap myself up
Nice.
over it.
Yeah, and you kind of keep it secured in place right there, so it doesn't keep on drifting away, using your weight to pin it down. As Langston and Lurk have the one, Crick has the other, Rampu and Jake, what do you guys do as you see them all kind of trying to secure these crates before they drift too far away?
Well, Jake, first things first, he's gonna fly on over to this one over here. He's gonna dash so you can get to it. And I'm gonna move on over a couple of feet, and I'm gonna tie a rope to. I have 2 sets of rope. Each is 50 feet long, so I'm gonna tie one of them to an arrow, and I'm gonna shoot this box right here, and I'm gonna put on over to me.
Nice. Go ahead and roll to hit. Well, actually, first roll a sleight of hand. See how well you tie that knot.
I'll keep this.
With the quickness that you got to do it. If you had all day,
Okay.
no roll.
Can I give myself guidance?
Mm,
Or something like this?
No. Yeah, it's because it's such a quick, like, reactionary kind of thing. It's giving you more. I mean, you can. It's just going to give you more time that the thing goes down the stream. If you'd like to do it, I will let you do it, but it's just going to let the box go down stream longer.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I'm good with a 14.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit now.
Okay. 19.
Knock that arrow, releasing it, and it strikes true right in the center of that crate, and as you kind of pull onto the arrow to pull it back in, it feels taut as it slides across the water, and you're able to pull it towards you safely and soundly. I was looking for a 13. And so,
Woo!
you make it, get it pulled on over to you. The rest of the crates kind of drift on by. Potentially Manto grabs one, but we'll talk about that. And,
And
yes.
Jake flew over to one too.
All right, it's going to be difficult for Jake. The DC will be higher, but yeah, go ahead. And how does he try to do this?
He would basically try to grab it with his teeth while he flies, and then he would woof, woof.
All right,
fly
that
backwards.
will be athletics check. So make a strength check for him.
Okay. Let's see how we do, Jakey. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm on the you said strength. Okay. 17.
Nice. You see him clamp onto that lid, chomping down his teeth, puncturing into it as he gets it completely secured and locked in place there. As these other crates drift on by, and it looks like you guys have 4 crates here secured for the most part. And as the rest of them drift on by, what do you guys do with these crates?
We open.
Oh boy.
I
mean,
I'm gonna listen first.
yeah, I was gonna go off Crick's thing, off him pointing that out to us. I think I just listened for anything inside, like put my ear up to it, and like look at Lurk after he was already yelling at it, just be like, 1 second, and then like put my ear to it.
Yeah, make a
I
perception
shot him
check.
with an arrow, so I figured if there was something in it, it's probably a hit or it would have jumped out.
Yeah, roll a d20, Rampo.
Okay. $18.
Okay.
I killed whatever was in it. It was full of gold.
You bastard! We were trying to escape the flames! It's Wilmore inside. I finally got back to life! Alright, so, Crick, did you roll a perception as well?
Yeah, I'll roll perception.
So, Langston, yeah, you go and try to listen in, and you don't seem to hear anything, but as you put your ear on down to it, you know, Laura kind of looking around and not really paying too much attention to what's going on. The crate begins to drift on down the stream again, and with your head against it, your scarf gets caught on one of the a plank of the wood there and starts to pull you downstream with it too. I need a strength save from you.
Okay, I have advantage on these though because of the Hardy Harvest.
Nice.
30-20.
Like a discount meal.
Yep. It starts to pull you on down the
cool.
stream, but how do you fight it back and secure yourself?
I think he finally gets his sea legs, so to speak, and once that happens, I'm like, you know what? No. Fuck this water. I'm done with this. And I'll like set my feet down like they're gonna drag on dirt and just hold my scarf and then just like really like all core strength like pull myself up like a standing sit up and just pull it and like free it from the crate. And then I'm like, okay. Shit, and then turn around and look at the crate.
As it almost pulls Langston downstream, you know, pulling him away from you guys. He was able to secure it and make sure that this thing didn't get lost, but you don't hear anything inside. So that gives you a little bit of, peace for the moment. Crick, roll a d20 also real quick. But yeah, as the rest of the party, do you guys, as you don't hear anything in yours, Langston, Rampu, you don't apparently kill anything in yours with the arrow piercing through it.
I mean, heck, if nothing's inside, I'm kind of game to open it if you guys are.
Yeah, I pop mine open.
All right. Takes a little bit of.
And when I do,
yeah.
I hold my breath just in case there's any like mysterious gases or something in there. Boxes.
Only mysterious gases come from you, Rampo. So as you go and crack it on open, it takes you guys a little bit of time to do so, but you're able to finagle then. After a little bit of time, you guys don't really have much of a rush here, so no need to make a check or anything on that. But let's see, you rolled a 18 on your T20, Rampu. As you crack yours open, Inside, you see some waterlogged ledgers, thick ledgers, and bound papers filling this crate. Like I said, the they're kind of just completely slick and covered with this river water. And as you're looking over them, just very briefly, you see that insignia, that Talon insignia, kind of embellishing the header of a lot of these papers here. A lot of the ink has kind of smeared and ran a bit, but you can still make out some information or some wordings.
Yeah, I try to see if I can quickly get anything relevant from these people.
Yeah.
From these notes.
Why don't you make a sleight of hand check for me as you're trying to remove this out of here safely without ruining the contents.
16.
16, nice. Yeah, you pull it on out very gently, putting it on top of the lid to keep it secured. Inside, you see ledgers, manifests, pay records. They seem to have a signature in a lot of different places. It reads Skaroth Vesh, the signature. That appears besides Sardonicus a lot as well on these kind of ledgers, as if they're two different signatures signing off on this agreement kind of thing. Clearly, yeah, go on.
I would look to the crew and say, "Hey, guys, looks like the doctor had a partner."
Oh.
And I pull out the ledger and show the signatures, and then I go back to them.
So somebody who is helping him with everything happening here, likely affiliated with the Black Talons.
Any idea what they signed off on?
I try to see if I can decipher anything.
With what you're able to make out in here, you see that they're manifest for at least on one sheet that you see a marking for energy cells, crystalline vats, and what's the word I'm thinking of? Auxiliary machinery.
So he gets his technology from the Black Talon. I wonder if they have an interest in this.
Wait, but then, what does he provide to them?
He probably takes out people in these contests. Potential enemies.
Do you think the Amethyst Knife's participation is to get rid of a rival group?
I can see it. I've been here looking for riches. Get taken out. No one suspects anything.
So then everything else is just collateral?
Maybe.
This dude is fucked.
Oh, what's in yours, Langston?
A wonderful question, Crick. I will tell you right now. And I elbow it at that moment, hoping it pops off, and then nothing happens. I'm like, Lyric, come on!
Spits on his hands and rubs them together. What do you need?
Gods have mercy. And I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. Was trying to show off a Crick, but and then I'll just help both lift off the roof of the crate and to see what mysteries and wonders are inside ours.
Yeah, roll a d20 for me, please.
Sure. Oh, hold on. Not the d8. Where's the 20? There's the 20. Boop. 7. Ooh.
As you and Lyric
Lucky lady.
begin to take the lid off of this, nestled inside some sort of hay, you see an oil-soaked cloth, and inside that oil-soaked cloth is a brilliant, gleaming short sword, balanced for speed, and beneath it are all sorts of like training manuals, sorts of papers on brutal dueling exercises, and yeah, they are kind of written in this kind of very spidery, scribbly kind of handwriting.
Oh. Yeah,
look-
you know what? I'll see this, and I'm just gonna be like, look, I'm looting this. I'm sorry, I know it's against our like higher up code. That's a nice sword. These guys are bad. I think we take this, right?
Absolutely. And if you're not going to use that sword, I could totally use it.
Well, let me inspect it first. There's got well, the rampant downside. You do have to read if you want to use it. It looks like.
You can go
So,
first.
but you let me inspect this.
I was
and
just
then...
going to lead, not read. So go on.
I choose number 3. And then I'll just reach. I'll like just pillage the crate and just take out the sword, the manuals, everything, and then like I know it's gonna be in drag, so I don't have time to like read and be like, oh, what's this? So I'll just take it all and be like, cool, right in the bag. We'll organize this later when we're not standing on water.
Beautiful. It is a beautiful short sword in your possession.
Sweet.
Absolutely. Cool. And as Crick, standing last, you see them all open up their crates. Oh, I guess we got Jake too. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I'd open mine up. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything mischievous about these so far.
Yeah. As you begin to try to open yours up, you notice that the outside of this one, as I mentioned when you guys were kind of seeing them approach, this one seems to be covered in a layer of algae on the outside. It seems like you might have to try to scrape that off or move your way to get that all off of here. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me, see if you can get that off. Or unless you have another way to try to.
So can I like pull out like blacksmith tools, like the back end of a hammer, because it's like a pick, and use that tool to kind of go around and kind of help us out a little bit?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on it for that.
Okay. And what am I rolling again?
Do a sleight of hand, like a dex check of sorts.
Okay.
Unless you want to strength it, but I think.
Already, if you're gonna give me advantage, I'll sleight of hand it.
All right.
Oof, 9er.
A 9er. All right. As Crick guys tries to pop this lid off of it, his hammer and kind of slips a little bit as he hits that, kind of skid against the crate a little bit, and oof, you take a nice shiner. You take 6 damage as you bludgeon yourself instead of the crate, trying to get that off of there. And that was a singular D6. And still kind of sitting there, of course. You can take the time to try to scrape it off again or take it off, but got yourself a little bit of a swelled up thumb now because of that.
Damn it! I'd start banging on it with the hammer.
All right, make a strength check now, or athletics, whatever.
A strength check. I get that with advantage, so I'll take that, right?
Yeah, athletics would be too.
Yeah. 16.
Just kind of completely crack open this lid now. Fuck the algae. And as you kind of crack it on open, the contents inside are still nestled within this, again, kind of like a hay kind of softening structure. And inside you see this kind of military-issued cloak woven with brilliant star metal threads. Again, there's some handwritten notes in here, a little bit smeared from getting wet and whatnot. But what you're able to piece together from what you can see on that, it indicates it's some sort of experimental piece designed, and it's in like, quotations with like a little asterisk next to it. Resistance matrices.
I'm gonna pop that out and kind of study it a little bit. And as I look kind of up the river, it like this is where the waterfall was and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yeah, the waterfall is quite a distance away from you guys, but yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they came from that direction in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting. I just kind of pocket that, and I'm also now like sitting in the crate, like with my head popping out. It's like, guys, these are actually quite sturdy.
As you're inside of it, you actually notice inside there's another marking that says field test on the inside of the box.
Field test. I wonder what they're testing. I just kind of mutter that to myself. Is there anything? Because like I'm genuinely worried about what's in the lake, or the river. Is there anything in here that would indicate that like it's like this one's like reinforced or anything of that nature?
That the box itself is reinforced? No,
Yeah.
I mean, you broke through it with a hammer quite
Okay.
easily. Yeah.
Like the bottom or anything. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that
That's
leaves
all
us
I got, guys.
Jake, whose teeth are puncturing into the lid and the side still, like a hungry hippo, just kind of clenching around it. What does Jake do?
He is going to try to just yank it over to Langston, who's the closest, to have Langston just try to help him pull it off.
Roll a d20 as well, as Jake pulls this on over to Langston. Langston, you see him kind of chomping on the lid, jaw as wide as can be, just kind of slide it over to you.
Oh, okay. I got you, buddy. Hold on. And I'll, like, once he brings it within arm's reach, I'll, like, have one hand on the crate I was on and then be like, look, do you mind just keeping this in place for me? And I'll, like, grab my hand out to the other one to, like, grab it, pull it in, and then flip off the lid.
Yes. You pop off the lid of this one. Kind of a little bit of debris kind of skitters across, but you reveal neatly packed away in this some vials within this like kind of metal tubing, and they're clearly labeled as well. You see like a tonic for climbing, one for breathing underwater, and one for, it says, resisting hostile elements.
Oh.
Oh.
Rampu, your boy's got good noses, a good nose and good eyes. He found us some potions, and I'll like reach in, like show him the like 3 vials in between my fingers, like Wolverine.
Excellent. Well, I guess keep it. If you want to put them in the shared container for now, and we can figure out how to divide them later on.
Sure.
Because I can fly once a day, so it might be best for you to do the climbing one, because you can't. Not throwing shade.
Water
Water,
been taken.
and then the potions of resistance. I don't think I really need, but the water breathing one could be useful for me. We'll see. We'll discuss later.
We will keep them all in here.
Inside of this crate as well, Langston, you would notice, as they're neatly packed away in this metal tubing, very secured. They're in this kind of like a box inside of the crate that's with that end. You see a label on that box as well.
Oh. Okay. I will see what that label says that has these listed, and be like, "Oh, what's this for?"
Yeah, it seems like there's a kind of a label potentially for the intended recipient. It says AK on the label.
AK. Okay. Hey, Rampu, you found some ledges and stuff in your crate, right? What was the name on there? The partner of Dr. Sardonicus?
Shit, what was the guy's name again?
Skaroth Vesh.
Charoth, yeah.
Skaroth Vesh. Okay, so not an AK. Well, these were addressed to somebody named AK.
Was there
Could be
anything
a
written
crate.
inside of your crate, Rampu?
Pretty much all I could decipher was some ledgers and some stuff that they sold, but not much else.
It seemed to be like pay ledgers from Sardonicus to the Talons.
Perhaps AK stands for the amethyst knife.
No. It's not
Get
a
the
bad idea.
fuck out of here.
I love it.
Manto never sleeps.
That's incredible.
Does Manto get that last crate?
Man, did you go for a final crate? There's one more slipping on by if you want to try to get it before it's gone.
Yeah, I guess I'd kick my feet up and reel it in.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
How do you go for it? It's slipping on by.
Oh lordy. Let's see here.
I'm still
I guess I
fucking
would
dying
pull
too.
What do you do? All I can think of is you had so much time.
That's so ridiculous.
Oh, I guess I'd pull out my 50 feet of rope. Kind of like a slip knot. Throw it out there.
Make a sleight of hand
Trying to see
check.
if I can get a
Let's see
bite.
how you do it.
Do I really need to do
Sleight of
this?
hand check is like 22 minimum.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
Nat 20, because why the fuck not, right? Because why the fuck not? I need a beer.
Yeah, I imagine
That's fucking ridiculous.
he's just kicking back right now and
Oh
just
my
kind of swings over the rope over his head and I don't know, man. How the fuck do you do it? It doesn't
The thing
matter.
actually just
This
floats
shit.
to him. It floats directly to him. And he
Yeah.
doesn't have to do anything.
Creatures, dude.
You know, after not getting so much rest last night, or not maybe not that, but being slightly interrupted, I was just taking this opportunity to just catch up on some sort of rest and see the gents kind of figuring out or attempting to figure out what's going on, and I'm like, all right, I've had enough of this, and I just kind of make this little slip knot. Point out that the AK probably stands for the amethyst knife, and kind of just get this last crate without any sort of real effort, reel it in. Kind of before I even fully reel it in, I hand off the rope. I'm like, here, get it in here. And I just go back to my kind of position of just, I mean, what you see here, what
Yeah.
you see is what you get.
Roll a d20 real quick. And who helped Rampu? You're helping him, it looks like. Manther doesn't want to open it himself.
18.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Roll it one more time. I think Rampu rolled an 18, yeah.
It's not even good enough. Oh, 2. That makes it 20.
Okay. So Rampu, you open it? Or you're going to, or whatever?
Yep. Yeah, I'll open it.
Alright, as you begin to open up this lid here, immediately the lid sparks with this blue lightning as you disturb the crate, and the whole box hums like a thundercloud about to burst. I need you to make a dex save.
Oh, God damn it. The thunder. At least I'm resistance.
Yeah, it's true.
Dex save. And, did we have advantage because of the thing?
Nah, I don't think
it's
so.
strength.
Yeah,
That's true.
too funny.
Well,
Nice.
23.
Fear.
You take half of this. Oh no, you take half of the damage. So quarter of 3 points of no, is that right? 4 points of damage. As the lightning kind of arcs and strikes across you, barely affecting you too much, but kind of just like a like the old buzzer handshake kind of thing. You get a little bit of a shock, and it's kind of annoying.
I'm just like, son of a.
But underneath the lid, as you get this fully off, You see a label that says "Property of the Bioforge Division."
Ooh, this looks interesting. And see what the hell it is.
Oh, there's nothing inside of it anymore. It was just
Oh.
that booby-trapped crate.
So we got a bunch of jokesters, huh?
I guess I should have warned you.
God
Put your
damn
feet
it.
back up, Manto.
Yeah, there's nothing in this one.
Ridiculous.
As Rampy just gets shocked as Manto grabs that one to bring to him. I think that's just fucking hysterical, this series of events.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
So fucking funny.
As the seals keep...
So that's funny just to get me shocked.
I not too long ago, I actually reviewed the. I was going through my Instagram stories, and I reviewed the last time an instance such as this occurred.
Yeah. You're in the basement at Mom and Dad's, yeah?
Yeah, asleep on the floor.
Yeah. Incredible. Well, as you guys reel in these crates one by one, each one of you guys collecting a little bit of, something special, a little bit of information here and there, but also continuing that idea of the connection, tethering between the Black Talons and Dr. Sardonicus. The seal pups continue to bark up at you guys, circling around, seeming like still hungry for scraps and whatever you have, as the sun shines down, reflecting on this beautiful artificial lake. We will pick it up here the next time we get together and see where exactly this will take us.
Woo!
Love it.
All right.
Awesome, guys. Sorry, no combat tonight. First time in a while, huh?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's
Not
cool
yet.
stuff, huh?
Yeah, wait till the seals are really hungry, then they'll be... No.
No. Sweet babies.
All right, now that's what we'll call it a night, though. We'll be back here next Sunday, same time, same place, same awesomeness. Catch y'all next time.
channel.
That's right. I guess that's it, right? Nothing else?
Gotta
Cool.
say the thing.
I gotta say the thing? All right. That's hilarious. I just saw the gif of the him waking up. That's great. Well, thanks y'all for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Hope y'all have a great night. Take a short rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.
There it is.
Adios.
Later.